Welcome back, everybody, to the Arkansas Razorbacks Dynasty and maybe the biggest game of the season as we take on the number 5 Georgia Bulldogs on the road. As you can see, this could be pretty much the decider to see who goes to the SEC championship game because you'll have the tiebreaker. They've only suffered one loss the entire season. It was in conference to Oklahoma, who beat them 31-10. Now, Oklahoma, it's not like they really did anything crazy in this game. You can see they shut down their running game. But also, as they continue to roll down here, Georgia turned the ball over 4 times. So maybe they just beat themselves. I mean, they held Oklahoma to 1 on 10 on third downs. But this is the biggest game of the season. Probably the toughest test we're going to have until you get to probably an SEC championship game. If we can get there and take down Georgia, or when we get to maybe hopefully the college football playoff to try to defend our title. But we got to get through this one first, as let's get this one going under the lights here in Athens, Georgia, and their offense will start with the ball first at the 25-yard line. LaMarcus Sowles is your quarterback, 27 touchdowns, 9 picks. 2nd and 14 to start as Tyrone Burt and company. Samia cleans it up. This could be, we'll see. I mean, I can see the offense is putting up something, but I think both defenses are going to ball out here today. This could be a low-scoring affair. We'll see. 3rd and 20. Got nothing there. He's going to scramble. We'll get up there to make him slide. He does pick up good yardage through the run, but that is a punt. And this will be the interesting matchup as Dan Reddick is going nowhere. Our freshman quarterback against this defense. Their linebackers are just fantastic. Defensive front's very good. How do we match up? As you can see, already running for his life, and this one's knocked away. Linebackers are so good. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can do against them. I think they're going to be spying for sure, as that's a perfect pass. That is caught first down, Georgia. But I think our offense might have a little bit of issues moving the ball. We'll see. We have to get that run game going. But first, we got to get a defensive stop, and what a throw on the money. Finding his tight end right over the linebacker Elling's outreached hand for completion as Georgia's on the move. 2nd and 5, underneath, missed tackle, and just short of the first. So 3rd and 1. In motion, let's see what they bring to the table. We're going to bring some heat. Fires it outside, but a great tackle one-on-one in the flat to get the stop. And they're actually going to kick a field goal. Now, we're going to do a little safe man. I'm not trusting this. I could see a fake happening here. If so, it's about a 39-yard field goal. They will kick it. It is up. It is good. A 3-0 lead for Georgia, but what a tackle there to stop that, because that could have been easily a first down. So second drive for offense, and there's Braylon Russell with the carry, picks up 2. We have to get that running game going. I don't know how our offensive line is going to hold up. We'll see. It's Martin Holman looking, and there we go. That is a sack. Their defense is fantastic. I mean, it's Georgia. They recruit well. Their defense is very, very good. 3rd and 14, just a 4-man rush. Holman is going to take this one himself this time. Tries to get up the field, and he's just short. 4th and 1. We're going to punt. Gonna punt the ball. Don't do anything crazy right at the moment. We got to trust in our defense. I still think our defense is the best in college football. So a 3rd and 5 and a chance to get him right off the field. Looking, firing, underneath. This time the pressure can't get there that time. It allows that little whip route to work underneath. Catch first down, Georgia. But another big 3rd down. Fire, wide open. We got to cover that. What is happening there? O'Grady just wide open. And Georgia converts. And now getting the run game going. As I said, this is going to be the toughest test. We've had a lot of blowouts. Our team is far superior really than anybody out there. But this team is right there matchup-wise. But that is a really good run stop there by Folkerts to bring him down. Can we finally get him off the field here on a 3rd and 6? Looking. Pressure there. Fires it. Has a man. But it's overthrown because of the pressure. It's incomplete. And sets up now a 50-yard field goal attempt from the same hash. Kick is up, and it is good. So 6-0 Georgia lead. They have driven the ball a little bit, but the defense has come up with stops. But we got to get something going offensively. And that's a quick pass to Grant Lionheart to the outside, and maybe that's the start. Maybe that's something. We finally get a first down under our belt here in the second quarter. Trying to get rolling as we find Matt Skaggs for the grab, and he's up the field using that speed, and he has a first down. So finally past midfield here in our third drive is now back to Russell. Cuts it up, breaking some tackles, continues to barge forward, picks up around 8. Let's just go right back to him. Just enough to pick up the first. You don't want to get to those third and shorts. It's going to be tough today with this line. Here comes the heat as fires it perfectly to Cross Johnson, who cuts it up, and Cross Johnson's in for the touchdown. What a throw from Martin Holman. I mean, that dude is a freshman quarterback sitting back there. Georgia brings the heat. I think they brought 6 or 7, and look at that throw. You're taking a hit, lobs it out there perfectly, and Cross Johnson with that speed and agility, he does the rest. He's in for the touchdown, and we're on the board with a 7-6 lead. But this Georgia run game, so far, I mean, it's only 3 carries, but 28 yards. Locklear's looking pretty good. Play action. Down the field, has an open receiver. Nobody in front, and he's gone for the Georgia touchdown as Georgia, just like that, answers right back. 2 times so far today, Brandon Allen has been like a fingertip away from tipping the pass. He was getting down there and just couldn't get there in time. And what a throw. White for the touchdown. Georgia, just like that, takes the lead back 13-7. As I was saying earlier, I was like, maybe this is going to be a defensive ball game. A kind of 13-10 type SEC game, but now the offenses are starting to take off here a little bit. As up the middle, Cliff Beaver with a solid run, he picks up the first. 4 minutes left here in this first half. We're moving quickly. Holman gets that screen pass off in time. Nobody there on the outside. Reddick will make one move, and he's got a first down. Obviously his speciality, getting that receiving back. Very good in the open field. Picks up the first. That was a screen pass. Maybe to slow down the pass rush a little bit, but we can get a 4-man pass rush. Doesn't really matter. Sack. 3rd and 15. Holman stepping up, fires, and what a throw as Green gets away from the defenders, picks up the first. Martin Holman is really showing something here so far today. He really is. I mean, that throw right there on that 3rd and 15, what a throw. 3rd and 6, rolling out this time, tries to get rid of it, and that falls incomplete. So we're going to bring Greg Crochet for a 41-yard field goal on the road, and it sneaks in there. It is good, and we will get this to a 3-point game, 13-10. But yeah, give credit to Martin. He's getting under duress today. As a freshman quarterback, he's making some great throws, and that's a great throw as well. Man, O'Grady is 5 for 37. He has been definitely involved in this Georgia offense here today with 40 seconds left here in this first half. Underneath, that is caught. Short of the first, that's big because the clock just continues to roll. They do use a timeout. 3rd and 1. Over the middle, that is caught. That will stop the clock, but they will use a timeout. Interesting decision there. So they have no timeouts left. 29 seconds. Over the middle, keep them ball. Yeah, that was a great tackle there because now they have to hurry up. Clock is running here. As you see, Wayne's down to 4 seconds. This is going to be your final play of the half because they used up all their timeouts. They go to the outside. It is knocked away, incomplete, and that will be half. So Georgia really mismanaged their timeouts there and the time management at all. And instead of maybe getting another field goal attempt, they get nothing, and we go into halftime 13-10. You can see possessions are limited. Both teams are kind of moving the ball a little bit, but we maybe found something offensively. The run game really hasn't worked, but if we can give those quick passes, we can get the ball out of Holman's hand, I think we can get some open spaces. So here we go. Start the second half. A 2nd and 7. Holman rolling out, looking down the field. Has an open man. It is Cross Johnson. Johnson cuts it up, using that speed. And Cross Johnson's off to the races. He won't be caught. Touchdown. What a start to this half. And honestly, somehow pulled that out because playing this wasn't quite sure what button is. If you saw, he had the question mark, and it was just a pure guess rolling out, and it worked out as best as you can. Touchdown, second play of the second half, and we take the lead for the first time, 17-13, but taking off as the quarterback, and that's a really good run up to the 48. He has 41 yards on the ground. Hand the ball off. But the run game going nowhere this time. Brandon Elling coming straight through with a great stop. And a 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And Kavion Henderson, the best pass rusher in college football, comes up with a huge sack and forces a punt. Braylon Russell getting around the edge. Good run there. Maybe the best run of the game for him. He's been quiet, quiet so far, but solid. Blitz from the outside, and it's going to work. Forces a throw, and that will do it. A quick possession there. Not a 3 and out, but very quick. And Georgia gets the ball back into their hands. Run game picks up around maybe 4. And a 3rd and 4. We're going to bring some heat here. The outside, try to force a throw, and it forces a throw, but O'Grady is there for the catch. This tight end has been the man to go to. 8 catches, 72 yards. Moves the chains for Georgia. Now a little RPO to the outside. That should be enough for a first down. So Georgia trying to regain the lead here. Soels has been pretty good here today. As a draw is not going to work out on 2nd and 10. Actually loses 2. Elling and company there. And now a 3rd and 12. They go trips over the middle. It is caught. Just short of the first. So they had one of these earlier, decided to kick the field goal, and it looks like they're going to do the same. Interesting. Surprised they're not going to be aggressive here. Their running game has been solid, but they're going to settle for 3. Take the 3 points. It is up. It is good. And it's 17-16 here with 1:40 left in this third quarter. And it's coming through there. Yeah, I mean, Delos has just been all over the place today. Loss of 3. And now a 2nd and 13 outside. There we go. Get in the outside. Hey, if there's one thing, he might be very good everywhere else, but when you got Matt Yates' speed, it's going to be tough to keep up with, and a first down. Holman firing. Finding Cross Johnson, who makes a cut. And Cross Johnson does it again. The trifecta. Oh, man. He sees that area to the left, nobody's there. He's got that agility. He says, I'll just cut this up and see you later. Cross Johnson is putting on a show here today. Man, great protection that time. But it looks like you're just continuing outside. He goes, nah, we'll cut this up. Great blocking, just nobody there. And yeah, he is absolutely gone with his speed. And it's a 24-16 lead. Brandon Elling gets through for the sack. Loss of 8. Elling has been... Cross Johnson, really, I was going to see how he was going to step up this year, and he really has. And same thing with Brandon Elling. I feel like those are kind of like your MVPs of the offense and defense. There's a sack. Maybe you just got to get it to really the Kavion Henderson, who's maybe the best player on this defense. With the sack, stop as we're now obviously in the fourth quarter and maybe get this run game going. Wear down this Georgia defense a little bit. Maybe those throws to Johnson have opened some things up. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. Russell just reaches the ball out. He's only at 10 carries, so he should have enough stamina here for the final quarter. Try to close it out. Cuts it up, getting through, and he's got 8 yards. So you can see it is starting to open up a little bit. This time we got Cliff Beaver in the backfield on 3rd and inches. Just enough to get through. I mean, he is sneaky good. You know, he doesn't get knocked back. He is very, very good at getting forward and getting yardage. And on 1st and 10, we try to throw down the field. It does not work at all. And that is a sack. So a 2nd here in 16. Holman, and he throws the trade as great. What a throw. Martin Holdman. Thought he had him in a sleeper hold there. What a throw. Absolutely on the money. Safety not over there. And, I mean, not the greatest spiral, but it's just on the money. What a... Martin Holman, I wasn't sure what was going to happen coming into this game here tonight. He's impressed. This is why he has turned into be the #1 starter on this team of all the freshman quarterbacks we've had. He's the one I've seen a little bit more from, and he is showing it today. 31-16 lead. Big possession here from Georgia outside. That's caught. Was that Nitro Tuggle with the grab? They need, obviously, a score here with 5:30 left. They hand the ball off. That cuts it up. That's a first down. But, yeah, they need a touchdown. So this is absolutely a gigantic drive and could be your game if you don't get anything here. And that's popped off the helmet and then caught. Are you kidding me? O'Grady with his 9th catch of the game. First and goal from the 8. They hand the ball off. Room to the outside, but what a tackle by David Pilgrim. That is a touchdown-saving tackle. Second and goal from the 5. Looking. Fires the outside. Falls incomplete. Can we hold them? Third and goal now from the 5. They're going empty. I don't know what he is doing motion-wise. Looking over the middle. Knocked away. Logan is there. And it's going to come down to a 4th and goal. Can we hold Georgia? Or will they get a possession closer? Looking. Can't find anybody. Nobody's open. And he's going to be brought down. Eric Guillermo with the sack. And Georgia fails on 4th down. Look at him just throw off the tackle. What a stop. And with 3:40 left, a chance to close this one out as Russell, nothing there. Not even anything. So it comes down to a 3rd and 10. We do not want a turnover here. Just got to be careful with the ball. And what else? Martin Holman makes a great play. Finds Dan Reddick out of the backfield. He's got 326 through the air today. 4 touchdowns total. Man. And, I mean, he's getting hit, too. He's making these throws while knowing he is going to get hit. Branham is a little bit shaken up, and that hurts us because not only with the injury, but with the time, it stops the clock. Would have got down to the 2-minute timeout, so we got to run at least one more play here on 3rd and 9. Holman looking, just trying to find something, and takes the sack. You know what? That's not bad because at least the clock ran down. Branham is going to be okay. So Georgia still has a chance here with 2 minutes left. We got to make them work their way down the field. No big plays. They'll actually call a timeout there. 2nd and 3. Drag route caught. That's a first down, and that is Tyrone Burt is going to be shaken up, so he'll leave the field here for a few plays. But 1:30 left in this game. Georgia needs a quick score and then an onside kick. Looking down the field and just throws this one away, incomplete. Probably a better play because it stops the clock and you don't have to utilize a timeout. 3rd and 3. Looking again. Decides to throw this one deep, and it's incomplete. He can't hang on to it. And a 4th and 3 could be your ball game. And they're going to hand it off. And he breaks off a tackle. That could have been your ender right there. It's an interesting decision on the play call. It gets the first. They have to utilize a timeout. 2nd and 2. Over the middle. Caught. As Tyron Burton just came in and he gets re-injured. Yeah, we're going to just take him out of the game. 1 minute left. 1st and 10 from the 24 outside, and Nicholson's going to end this game. Picks it off. Just get out of bounds. Don't even worry about anything. And we're going to go down to Athens, Georgia. We're going to take down the number 5 team. We're going to remain number 1. A 31-16 game. Yes, we win by 2 possessions, but this was a test. I mean, nothing was easy. Even the touchdown throws that Martin Holman threw, that first one was a great throw. I mean, getting hit like that, you never know what the ball can do. It could just float up there. The throw to Trades Green, absolutely on the money. And Cross Johnson was ridiculous. 3 catches for 168, 3 touchdowns. We knew this was going to be a test. We did. And I wanted to see how Martin Holman would hold up. And wow, he performed brilliantly today. Defense did the job. They really did. I mean, Georgia did drive the ball on us. But, I mean, holding them to field goals when they could have got touchdowns, that huge fourth down stop at the 5-yard line, absolutely huge. That's where you need a prime defense to step up. As Ben Jackson, we had a feeling he was going to Oregon. He goes to Oregon there, obviously recruiting. Not too much left. We only have like 4 guys on our board. So any real changes, I did see the Penn State, Ohio State. Ohio State, I think, had like a 17-0 lead. But then Penn State got up to 21-17. So what was the final for that game? Penn State wins. They beat them, but UCLA lost to Washington, so they drop. Obviously, Georgia. USC lost to number 8 Nebraska. Texas beat Tennessee. But yeah, Penn State up to now number 14. So they're getting closer to possibly getting into the college football playoff. We'll see how it works out. 18-17. Man, that's a close game. Yeah, NC State lost to SMU, so they almost drop out of the rankings from 10. Let's look at the college football playoff right now, how it stands. So obviously we'll be number 1. Iowa is 2. UCF is 3. Georgia Tech's 4. Your 5-12 is Michigan, West Virginia. Your 6 is Oregon, North Texas. 7, Notre Dame, UCLA, and Utah. Nebraska rounds it out. So, yeah, that Big Ten, the way that things pop up, that's going to be interesting to see where it goes there. But looking at the stats, Martin Holman, 14 touchdowns, 5 picks. But let's look at the games we made him the starter, like 4 games ago? Yeah, against Oklahoma. He just had that one bad game against Texas A&M, which it really wasn't that bad. He just got banged up. But, I mean, he's looked really good. I mean, look at the last 2 games. 7 touchdowns. No picks against Texas and Georgia. I mean, he's been unreal. He really has. That might have been his best game he's ever played. Some of the best throws I've ever seen him throw. He looked really, really good. Russell with 13 touchdowns, but Cross Johnson also has 13 touchdowns. We'll see if both those guys respectively get over 1,000 yards in their category, which they should. Henderson has got 19.5 sacks. I'm not sure if he's still up for Heisman consideration, but with those stats, I would definitely think he will. We got 2 games left in the regular season. We got Kentucky and then Florida. We can't take these games easily. It's still SEC matchups. We got to do our best to get to the SEC championship game because if you remember, in this dynasty, we have yet to win an SEC championship. We've been there twice. We've lost twice. So that is goal 1. Get to the SEC championship, and let's win it this year. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.